everybody, it's your boy Lou Dizzle coming at you again doing another install. What we'll be doing today is my old head unit that came out of the Caliber. Sold it to a real good buddy of mine. It's pretty much like family. So today we will be putting that Pioneer AVH P2400 BT in his 2000 Ford Ranger with 4 MB Quart 5x7s, or yeah, 5x7, 6x8. They kind of go in the same thing, but they're actually 5x7. So I think he should get some better sound out of that. It should sound a lot better than his factory unit on the stock speakers. So what I'm going to go over with you guys today, a lot of you guys already know how to do this, but some of you guys don't. So for 2013, my install videos, I'm going to try to go a lot more in depth and teach some people, because I see every day on YouTube, etc., people that are just getting into it. They don't know anything. So if you watch this video, you can figure out pretty much how to wire up any head unit. So let's go over what I got here today. Let's start with a list of tools and supplies. For what I'm doing at the moment, all you're going to need is the harness for the vehicle. This is for the Ranger, and this will allow to plug right into the harness. If you're new, don't butcher up your factory harness, because first of all, you probably won't even be able to find which wires are what, and these cost like less than $10, especially on eBay. You can order one of these for about $6. So get the harness, and a little bit later in the video you'll actually see the mounting kit also that I got for him that attaches to the new head unit to mount in his truck. But this is where we are right now. You got the harness, I got some electrical tape, some butt connectors is what they're called here, and the tools for what I'm doing right now are just a nice sharp pair of cutters, and those also strip small wires like this, and I've got a real nice sturdy set of crimps here. Don't go with those cheap guys, because that'll take you forever. So let's start at this harness here. As you can see, I've got it broke up into 4 groups here, and the most important is red, yellow, and black. That's what you're going to need to get power to turn the unit on. The yellow is the constant. A lot of people that are new think the red is the constant, but it's not. The yellow is the constant that has power all the time. The red is the switched, which will turn your head unit off when you turn your car off. And of course you have your ground. So I grouped those together. And now you have, I see I actually grouped these wrong. I usually do this because I want to keep them together. So we'll go ahead and do that. Do that quickly. Now what you have here is your 2 speaker wire groups, I call them, because your purple and green are your rear, and your black and your gray are your front. Let's group this guy over here. So I separate those, and I'll usually tape those off together too. Now what you have is these 3 wires here. Usually anything orange has to do with the dimmer. So you can dim the head unit with your interior stuff. I usually don't hook that up because not too many people use it. And this one's got a black and white here for an amplifier ground, but we're not going to use that either. So what I do is I'll take these 3 and I'll double them back like this, and I'll tape them. So not only do they not get in the way of anything, but they can't ground out on anything, because a lot of times, like, crazy weird head unit problems are due to the fact that there's one of these ends is pulled off and it's grounded to the chassis of the car or the head unit. So got my power, ground, and switched. Got my speaker groups here, and now I'm going to tape these, and what I'm going to do is add the butt connector at the end of each one of these, so when he shows up with his truck, I'll already be ready to go to town on that. So now I'm going to do a little bit of time lapse of crimping, just for the hell of it. all shit in and organized. Because like, when you do it, pass it down, the easier it is. Is that first second? You have to do factory one now. Yeah. They got the panels off. I'm gonna get this trimmed up and out there. Like 50% of the pain that has it. Well, I'm yeah, because I gotta fucking do some shit because yeah, I gotta get yeah, it's fucking deep in there too. That's what happens. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta try. I get the garage if you want. All right, so there's the time lapse. So there we go. We got black, yellow, red crimped. Got our little groups here. Probably do a little bit more tape and like I'll tape these together, tape those together, you know, the pairs together, and then I'll tape all these together, and actually probably I don't know, I might, because the problem is sometimes you run out of space behind the head unit, especially with double DINs. So I don't know, I'm gonna figure something out for that. But alright, so I'm gonna go out in the garage, show you the speakers, show you the vehicle, and the owner. So I'll check you guys out in a second. Alright, so here's the speakers we're gonna be using today. 4 brand new Quart Onyx 157 5x7s. I think I got these for $70 a pair. Not too bad. They got, look at that, they even got little crossovers and stuff built into them. So I'm thinking this is going to make a drastic improvement over his stock speakers, definitely, because I think those are going to be a joke when we take them out. And if I can move my daughter's Jeep here, oh, this dude's like my family. So he's going to benefit today from some of this Audio-Technica sound deadener also. I got some of that laying around for my build still, so each one of those 5x7s is going to get mounted to some of this 80 mil goodness here. So here we got the truck, got the head unit that's going in today, Pioneer AVH P2400 BT. It's a pretty decent little head unit. It'll do Pandora, Bluetooth, iPod, aux-in, all that lovely good stuff. So we got the owner out here taking apart the door panels, because this is probably one of the most pain in the ass parts right here. But he said he's done it a million times, and I would say that's probably correct, because I've been filming for about 5 minutes and they're already off. So that's the thing of beauty. These are the stock guys that we'll be replacing in the doors today. And I actually really like the placement of those, because I think it's going to make the new 5x7 sound really good, especially with some deadener. So this is the factory head unit I'll be taking out. I mean, you guys can imagine replacing the factory head unit with factory speakers with that Pioneer and some MB Quarts that are deadened too. It should be a very drastic difference, which is good, because this guy's in his truck a lot, driving many miles, driving to gigs, etc. So in order to get this head unit out, you can see there's 2 holes on each side there. They do make a tool that you can get and put in there, and it makes it a little easier, but I didn't get one of those, so I'll be getting ghetto and doing it with a coat hanger. So I'm gonna get my little... Alright, so here's a little update. All 4 of the factory speakers are out, and here's a little comparison. You got the MV Quart goodness, built-in crossover there, Ford, cheap bullshit. I tell you what though, I do have to give props to Ford, because considering this is a 13-year-old vehicle, the surrounds and that factory speaker are still, they're still intact. So those are the MB Quarts compared to the factory ones. Now what I ended up doing with this head unit to get it out is here's the bezel, okay, and there's 2 screws right there at the bottom of the bezel, and you take those screws out and you very gently just pry the bezel out, and then you don't even have to use those the 4 holes in the front, because all you have to do is push out the bracket from the back. So there's the bezel out. There's the factory single DIN unit already out. So he's just banging out. You know, it's kind of nice being able to have assistance when doing somebody's build. Most people are like, here, go do it. This dude's got his door panels off already, and we're already getting close to. We're gonna cut the ends off of these and throw them on the multimeter to determine what's positive and negative. I could probably find out online, but this will be quicker. So then we'll cut away some of this rubber and throw some deadener on there. Get the speakers in. Finish crimping the rest of the wires of the head unit, and yeah, so I'll update you guys when we're closer to that. All right, man, it's your boy Lou Dizzle.
What's that?
That's DVD I got in there.
Oh.
We had to go breakneck speed because I got to go to work. One quick thing: if you're doing a double din in a Ranger, you have to Dremel out the top and the bottom part of the trim, because it's actually really technically a din and a half. So my buddy there, he banged out the doors, got some Audio Technica sound deadener in there. I did the relay method on the AVHP 2400, which allows the video to play like that. I tested the Bluetooth and the Pandora and all that stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much a wrap. I gotta go to work, so I'm gonna do a quick little sound demo for a part 2 of this, so I can monetize the first one. So it's your boy Lou Dizzle, 2000 Ford Ranger, double din DVD TV install. The MB Quart sound great, so tune in for the next video to get a listen on them. So I'm out. Thanks for watching.